The only easy day was yesterday. That isn't just a tough-sounding quote. It's the motto of the United States Navy SEALs, the Navy's go-to special ops crew. These guys are absolute beasts when it comes to small team missions, dropping into just about any kind of terrain you can imagine, from the ocean to the jungle, city streets, icy wastelands, high up mountains, and even the middle of the desert. Wherever the chaos is, they are built to handle it. You probably heard Navy SEALs many times, but have you ever wondered what actually makes up a SEAL team? Stick around, we're breaking it all down in this episode. Alright, to really get what SEAL teams are all about, we gotta zoom out and start from the top. Navy SEALs fall under the Naval Special Warfare Command, or WARCOM. Under WARCOM, things break down into groups, which are split into SEAL teams, and then it gets more granular. Task units, platoons, and smaller squads doing the dirty work. There are around 3,000 active duty SEALs and about 200 in the reserves, spread out in various teams. These teams are posted up on both the west and east coasts. Then there's a Tier 1 group known as DevGRU, formerly called SEAL Team 6. That's the one you've probably seen in movies or headlines. On top of that, we've got 2 SEAL delivery vehicle teams and 3 special boat teams backing them up. Now, getting into the SEALs isn't easy. BUDS, that's basic underwater demolition SEAL training, is absolutely brutal. We're talking an insane 75 to 80% dropout rate. Most folks either tap out from the pressure, get hurt, or just can't hit the crazy high standards. On any given day, these SEALs are deployed in over 30 countries across the globe. Their main bases are located in Coronado, California, Little Creek, Virginia, Pearl Harbor, Hawaii. Alright, now let's go over the details down how WARCOM is actually structured. The main groups are 1, 2, 4, 8, while 11 as reserve group. Each group has got its own area of focus and specialty. WARCOM also includes the Mission Support Center, Naval Special Warfare Center for training, and the Naval Special Warfare Development Group, DevGRU, alongside other logistics and intelligence units. Now let's take a closer look and run through each group one by one so you know who's handling what. Naval Special Warfare Group 1, based out of San Diego, California, is basically one of the 2 heavy hitters. It's in charge of SEAL Teams 1, 3, 5, and 7, plus it runs point on 2 overseas units, one in Guam, Unit 1, and another in Bahrain, Unit 3. These guys train hard to stay mission ready for pretty much anything, whether it's hunting down bad actors, hitting high-value targets, or gathering intel in places most people wouldn't even think about going. They specialize in operating in tough spots like the ocean, the jungle, and tight urban zones. As far as their area of focus, they've got eyes on the Middle East, Korea, and the Western Pacific, so they've got a lot of ground and water to cover. Next up, we've got Naval Special Warfare Group 2, holding it down in Little Creek, Virginia. This crew runs SEAL Teams 2, 4, 8, and 10, and gets them locked in for missions all over the globe. We're talking direct action, counter-terror, and recon. Their focus? Europe, Africa, Arctics, Mediterranean, and South America. These guys operate in some seriously high-threat zones, and they're trained up for everything from stealthy maritime ops to Arctic missions and fast-paced urban warfare. They've got units posted forward too, like Naval Special Warfare Unit 2 in Stuttgart, Germany, and Unit 10 over in Rota, Spain. Always in position and ready to jump into the mix. Sliding over to Naval Special Warfare Group 4, also based out of Little Creek, Virginia. This group runs the Navy's special boat teams. These teams are primarily composed of special warfare combatant craft crewmen, the go-to pros when it comes to getting SEALs in and out of the action from sketchy areas. Next up, we've got Naval Special Warfare Group 8, also based out of Little Creek, Virginia. They run SEAL Delivery Vehicle Teams 1 and 2, one out of Pearl Harbor, the other at Little Creek. These guys run mini-subs that quietly ferry SEALs in and out of enemy zones, all while staying deep and undetected. Then you've got these special reconnaissance teams, SRT-1 and 2, who are all about collecting the intel before things go loud. They use next-gen tech, drones, cyber tools, all that spy game gear to keep eyes on targets and get the SEALs locked in with the intel they need. Last but definitely not least, we've got Naval Special Warfare Group 11, based out in San Diego, California. They handle the Navy SEALs Reserve, including SEAL Teams 17 and 18. This group's basically in charge of about 800 reservists. SEAL Team 17 operates right out of Coronado, while Team 18 holds it down at Little Creek, Virginia. Then there's the Mission Support Center over at WARCOM. Based in San Diego, these guys are the brain behind the scenes. They're the ones making sure all the ISR, intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance stuff is ready to roll, from training and gear to global ops. Basically, if you need the battlefield prepped before boots hit the ground, these folks are already on it. Now let's focus back to SEAL teams discussed in Group 1 and 2. These SEAL teams are deployed as Naval Special Warfare Squadrons or Special Operations Task Forces anywhere in the world. Let's break down a typical SEAL team, its task units, troops, and squads. Navy SEALs are often called team guys. Once you're in, you're rolling with a team for your whole career. They roll deep with SWCT guys, SDV operators, EOD techs, and crypto support teams. The size of a typical SEAL team consists of 2 to 4 task units and support staff. Altogether, a full SEAL team, with all its platoons, task units, and support staff, adds up to about 300 people. Each task unit rolls with about 32 to 64 guys, plus a small HQ crew to keep everything squared away. Leading the charge is usually a lieutenant commander, backed up by a senior enlisted SEAL who's been around the block. Then you've got a couple of key players handling ops and targeting, one officer and a chief petty officer. Now that task unit doesn't just roll as one big squad. It's broken down even further into 2 to 4 SEAL platoons. Each 16-man SEAL platoon isn't just one big pack rolling out together. They can split into 2 8-man squads or 4 4-man fire teams, or go real surgical with 8 2-man sniper or recon teams. Usually, you've got a lieutenant running point as the officer in charge, with a seasoned platoon chief keeping things tight on the enlisted side. Each of the 2 main squads is led by a TJG and a squad leader. It's all about having the right mix of leadership and boots on the ground, ready to roll out and handle business. A squad is the smallest, tightest unit in the SEAL lineup. Each squad is loaded with specialists and are configured depending on what kind of mission they're taking on. Here's a quick peek at who's who in a typical SEAL squad. Team leader. This is the shot caller. They handle mission planning, keep the squad locked in, and make the big decisions. Assaulters. These are your door kickers and close quarters ninjas. They're trained for breaching, room clearing, and direct action work. Sniper, sharpshooter. This guy's got the long gun, provides overwatch, recon, and picks off targets from a distance. Breacher, the one with the boom, handles explosive entries and cracks open doors no one else can. Communicator, runs the radios and keeps everyone connected. Without them, it's chaos. But that's just the core. Depending on the mission, squads can flex and swap in these specialists. Now, aside from the regular SEAL teams, there's one unit that's in a league of its own. SEAL Team 6, officially known as DevGRU, short for Naval Special Warfare Development Group. These guys are under the operational command of JSOC. They handle clandestine ops that barely anyone hears about. Based on the East Coast, DevGRU pulls its operators from the best of the best, guys who already crushed it in regular SEAL teams. Honestly, DevGRU deserves a whole separate video. If you want a deep dive into their teams, training, gear, and legendary ops, drop a comment or hit me up. Let's shift gear and talk about SEAL Delivery Vehicle Teams, or SDV teams. The whole idea actually takes a page out of the playbook from Italian frogmen back in World War II. Those dudes pulled off wild missions, sneaking into harbors and wrecking enemy ships. Fast forward to now, and SDV teams are rocking high-tech mini-subs that let them glide in stealth mode way behind enemy lines. SDVs are the go-to guys when the swim's too long or the gear's too heavy for SEALs. Most of the time they launch out of submarines, but they can also roll out from shore bases or surface ships if needed. They pull off sabotage missions. Think placing mines under enemy ships or locking down a harbor to stop traffic dead. They're also perfect for recon, sneaking in close, dropping off sensors, scoping things out, and then sending back intel. Now let's zoom on the Special Warfare Combatant Craft Crewmen, aka SWCC. These guys might not get as much hype as the SEALs, but make no mistake, they're absolute beasts when it comes to running high-speed, hard-hitting boats. We're talking about 700 operators who specialize in hauling SEALs in and out of hot zones. Their official title is Special Warfare Boat Operator. They're behind the wheel of some of the Navy's fastest, most tricked-out boats, like the Combatant Craft Assault and the Special Ops Craft Riverine. These guys undergo some serious training at Naval Amphibious Base Coronado, pushing them to their limits. We're talking heavy-duty stuff, advanced navigation, weapons systems, and team tactics. You've got special boat teams 12, 20, and 22, spread across Coronado, Little Creek, and Stennis. And they're out there doing coastal and riverine ops in all kinds of sketchy waters. And there you have it, a full run-through of every Naval SEAL unit under WARCOM. So, if you had to pick, which team would you roll with? Let us know in the comments section below. And while you're at it, go ahead and like, share, and smash that subscribe button so you don't miss the next drop.